Hey guys, welcome back. As always, my name is Leyzar, and today we're going to be talking about crossplay, cross-save, the Veilbraker update, and the Duviri Paradox update, which is slated to be released by the end of 2022. Now, you're going to have to excuse the voice. I managed to snag a bit of a nasty cold, and I'm probably going to sound more off than usual, which, yes, is entirely possible. But back on track. Let's start with the elephant in the room, the Veilbraker update. Now, this was a pretty chunky update. You got yourself new systems, new missions, new warframes, new weapons, a whole lot of reworks, a whole lot of tweaks, a whole lot of changes, buffs, nerfs. The community went into a frenzy. Yeah, we love this, and then we hate this, and all whatnot. Honestly, from my perspective, this was an absolutely fantastic update with a whole lot of content. And again, it doesn't really matter all that much what I think. It doesn't really matter what the developer thinks. The only opinion that matters is what you think. So you're gonna have to let me know in the comment section down below. What are your feelings on Veilbraker? Now, for my 2 cents, I love the brand new Warframe. The man, the legend, the Styanax boy. And I'll be honest, I loved him more when he was Flyanax, and that's not because of the power Flyanax had, that's simply because it was more interactive and fun. And it's still my hope that Digital Extremes would make things work and let us play Flyanax once again. Was not a fan of the nerfs for this guy. We also got a couple of weapons. Here you got yourself a brand new spear gun, but unfortunately that one is only really used for buffs, so it's more like a supporty primary weapon and a really cool secondary weapon, which I will be reviewing this week, hopefully if this blasted cold lets up. Other than that, we got the missions for call, and I'll be honest, this was the part of the update that got me most excited. Oh my god, missions for call, and I love the fact that I can make myself a nice pink call, but the missions themselves, the whole stealth thing, I just simply don't feel that's Warframe. Does that make any sense whatsoever? I'm pretty sure that the developer meant it this way, to have a break from the routine gameplay that Warframe offers. High space, space ninja kind of thing. The whole stealth bits and the armor thing and go around that guy and the other guy. Don't take this the wrong way, but there's plenty of better stealth games if you want to play something like that. I'm not a fan of the call missions. Tell you what I am a fan of, however. I'm a fan of the Archon hunts. Archon hunts are fantastically good fun. My only issue with them, I wish we could do it more than just once a week so we can get the crystals and get that going and all whatnot. Also some tweaks and changes to the Archons themselves would be appreciated because we can one-shot them. And when you one-shot the latest boss to be added to the game, you one, feel overpowered, which is a fleeting and very nice feeling to have, and second of all, you feel like, oh, is that it? When you get a reward that easily, you feel like it's not significant because you didn't need to actually work hard for it. Does that make any sense? So those crystals that I got, I barely paid any attention to because the effort that went into getting them was minimal. You get how that one works, and we also know that Digital Extremes is looking at damage attenuation system for the Archons. For the record, I am 150% against this whole damage attenuation systems they have. When it comes to actual skill play, it's not about bullet sponge enemies, dear D, it's about challenging mechanics. Yes, remember, challenging mechanics, learning a fight, executing. Take a look at something like Dark Souls, for example, or whatever Souls you want. Not damage attenuation and bullet sponge enemies. That is simply counter fun. It's not rewarding in the slightest. It doesn't feel fun in execution. And honestly, it's a bit on the cheap side. Don't you think so? Getting past that, I still feel this was an amazing update, and I love the fact that they allowed Tenno to get Styanax 100% for free if you logged in until September 22nd. That was absolutely amazing. And it brought a whole lot of players back. You know, you log in, you get yourself your Styanax, and you check out all the new stuff. Now let's talk about crossplay and cross-save. Unfortunately, the developer has been a little bit cagey on this subject in the sense that they did not offer a whole lot of information because I'm guessing they don't want to set false expectations, you know? They have a track record of saying, hey, we'll do this then, and then it not happening. Not for lack of trying or for wanting, simply because it was not possible for various reasons, which is why you gotta be very careful as a developer to set expectations correctly to your community. Now, what do we know about crossplay? It's going to come before cross-save. We know we're going to be getting cross-save only after crossplay is fully functional, and we also know that they went on ahead and synchronized Battleketeers inventories, especially for this. There's going to be a test cluster, from what I understand, for crossplay. And honestly, I believe this is the way forward for Warframe, alongside the mobile phone version. Yes, we're going to be getting ourselves a mobile phone version as well. No ETA on that one. The only tidbit of information that we have on the mobile version of Warframe is that a version does exist and is currently being tested amongst friends and family of the developer Digital Extremes. I have big hopes for this mobile version. And let me explain what I mean. I don't play on my phone apart from sitting on the throne and playing a little bit of Temple something for 15 minutes or anything of the sort. I don't like mobile gaming that much. But I am fully aware that most gamers, believe it or not, are on mobile. And yes, I know some of you guys would argue, I can't call those guys gamers, they play tic-tac-toe. What's wrong with tic-tac-toe? Tic-tac-toe is fantastic. Gaming is about having a good, clean, interactive experience. It doesn't mean that in order to be a gamer, you need to play the latest thing or the most complex thing. Complex is not necessarily good, and simple is not necessarily bad. Okay, so you gotta respect it, and my hope is that a mobile version for Warframe will draw in a crowd that we never seen before. Hopefully, and thus enrich the game with brand new players. That's my hope for it as well, and I'm pretty sure the developer feels along the same way. Now, of course, there are some concerns because Tencent owns Warframe, and I gotta be honest with you guys, the game needs to make money. It's as simple as that. And taking a look at the monetization systems in Warframe, they're not egregious. They're not anti-consumer. They are not pay to win. Now, part of the reason being them not pay to win is because you can't really win in Warframe. Warframe is about accumulation, it's about knowledge, it's about the experience. It's not about winning something. There's not a whole lot of winning to do, even though it has a PvP system. That one is mostly abandoned by the developer and most of the players. So there is that to bear in mind. I have no issues with the monetization systems in Warframe, and my hope is that the mobile version won't have anything egregious either, and won't go down the same rabbit hole as some other developers did. I have confidence on this one, and hopefully I'm not being too naive here. Now, my friends, the last elephant in the room, of course, is gonna be the Duviri Paradox, and this is gonna be the chunky update. Yes, from a gameplay perspective, hopefully we're gonna be getting crossplay by the end of the year. But in terms of actual content, the Duviri Paradox. And I gotta be honest, yes, I am super excited for this one. You know, one thing that was never really made clear to me is the werewolf frame, which was designed, well, the concept art designed by Joe Madureira. Will that one come with Duviri or not? Let me know in the comment section down below if the developer confirmed yes or no, because honestly, I didn't manage to find any info on that. For the Duviri Paradox, there's tons of content out there. It's gonna be a chunky update again, and we will have plenty to do for the end of the year. I'm a little bit worried, however, because historically speaking, end of the year updates for Warframe haven't really gone all that smooth now, have they? I don't even want to remember the Railjack update. At release, that was borderline unplayable, and it remained so for a good amount of time because it was the holiday season. Now, let's be honest, everybody's human, everybody needs their breaks, everybody needs a holiday, and that's totally fine. But the Railjack update coming out so broken basically pissed off a whole lot of players, and you can't really put it any other way than that. It was fixed eventually, and you know what? Railjack 2.0 nowadays, absolutely bloody amazing. Railjack is a fantastic experience, but for the longest time, it was not. So there is also that to bear in mind. My hope is that they won't wait till the middle/end of December to release Duviri, in case bugs need fixing, and they're gonna look at history. There will be bugs which will need fixing. My hope is that they will release it not in December, but in November, so they have plenty of times at least to squash the more important bugs. Hopefully by that point, if we don't get full release of crossplay, at least a test cluster for crossplay, that will be absolutely fantastic. My friends, I had a few more topics to cover, but honestly, my voice is failing me, so I'm gonna call it a day. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like, favorite, share, and subscribe only if you enjoy the content. And let me know in the comment section down below, how do you feel about Warframe right now? Are you loving the Veilbraker update? Are you ticked off at all the nerfs to Styanax, to ammo, to AoE? Are you more excited for crossplay, Duviri? I would love to know how you feel. Let me know in the comment section down below. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.